Arsenal have dropped 2 points at the Craven Cottage, and with that, our hopes of putting in a title charge and closing the gaps with Liverpool seems to have gone up for a toss. It was an absolute flat performance from Arsenal where they looked clueless. Let's break down the game and see how it went. The performance of Arsenal was absolute disgraceful. They didn't look that they had any clue on how to approach the game. Fulham had a low block and they tried to play on the counter. With Arsenal squad, they have now 5 defenders who are out injured. Gabriel Magalhaes, the second one is Zinchenko, the third one is Calafiori, fourth is Tomiyasu, and the fifth one is Ben White. Now with all of these 5 players injured, Thomas Partey had to step in as a right back and Julian Timber went in to support as a left back, with Saliba and Kiwior starting as centre backs. Jorginho stepped in the defensive area as a defensive midfielder to give us the support, and Trossard, Havertz and Saka started up front. However, even with these changes, Arsenal attack looked absolutely blunt. They kept firing blanks throughout the game with no creativity even when Martin Odegaard was there. And even when Nwaneri was brought in, the creativity seemed to have lacked that cutting edge that was required for Arsenal. The first goal for Fulham comes at the 12th minute from a brilliant play from them and an absolutely amazing finish from Raúl Jiménez. He drives with the ball. I felt that you can see here Kiwior is running along with Jimenez, but Jimenez crosses him. Saliba now has to come close to him to cover in order to make sure that he doesn't take the shot. But as soon as he's trying to block him, Jimenez takes the shot and it beats the keeper and hits the far post and goes in. Now, there are a couple of things that I really wanted to address here. First, I thought like maybe Kiwior could have been a bit stronger here, try to shake off Jimenez. I know it is a bit difficult given the nature of how Jimenez is and Kiwior. And the second thing is the positioning of Raya. I felt that if he could have positioned him in a better way, he would have been able to stop the shot, at least get a hand on it. But he is not able to do one of that, and Arsenal go 1-0 down in the 12th minute of the game. Even after the goal, Arsenal looked absolutely clueless in how to break down Fulham's defense. Fulham were playing a very deep line. They were trying to do a low block and trying to hit Arsenal on counter, and Arsenal had no answers for it. Even the link-up from Martin Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, it was not helping Arsenal in any way or form. There were a couple of chances where I felt there was one for Declan Rice where it was on his weaker foot. He takes the shot, but it goes wide. There was another where Declan Rice put a beautiful ball in, and I felt that either Saliba or Thomas Partey should have at least got to the end of it and it could have got Arsenal an equalizer. But apart from these chances, Arsenal were not, they were just dominating the position. In terms of doing anything on the ball, they were absolutely clueless. In the 52nd minute of the game, the set piece FC, they strike again and we get a goal back. This is from a corner that is taken by Declan Rice where Kai Havertz hits the ball back and William Saliba is in a position to just tap it in, and this gives all the hopes for Arsenal back in the starting of the second half. Even though they have not been playing well and the first half was absolutely flat, Arsenal do have a ray of hope where they get an equalizer at the 52nd minute of the game. There was a couple of checks on this, but the check was complete and the goal was given and Saliba just had to do a tap in, and the social media was flooded with set piece FC again. This is where the VAR check was happening and you can see that the player just behind Saliba, he is there, his foot is a bit ahead. That makes sure that Saliba is onside and he just taps in goal and gives Arsenal the equalizer in the 52nd minute. After this, Arsenal did create a couple of chances, but none of them were lethal apart from the one where Bukayo Saka scores in the 88th minute of the game from a cross from Martinelli. Now, I was escalated at that point that we have got the much needed win that was needed at that point. But when the VAR check was done, Saka was correct, but Martinelli was a fraction offside. His leg was ahead and the goal was disallowed. And that really broke my heart at that moment where I was really wanted Arsenal to win this game to put pressure on Liverpool, but it was not to be. And the game ended with 1-1 scoreline with Arsenal dropping 2 points at Craven Cottage. Now, I really want to say one thing about Martinelli. I have been an advocate of Martinelli for the past couple of years. I really feel that he can really rise up to the potential, but I think it's high time. He has not been performing. Even when he was substituted on in the game early, he had close to 30 to 35 minutes of the game time. He didn't contribute anything. He was not able to take on a single one-on-one with their left back. He was not able to dribble past even one of them. He was not able to provide even a single cross that could have helped Arsenal, a single cutback that got to the right player. So nothing apart from the one chance where he put in a cross for Saka's goal, where he was offside. And if you would have seen that goal, you know that it was a pass that didn't require him to be offside. Like, he could have easily stayed on. It was a very slow pass that he just got, but he didn't come back to make sure that he maintained the line with the defenders, and he was a fraction ahead, and that broke the Arsenal hearts along with the goal. Now, this was the only stat that was worth mentioning because the game was horrible. Now, Arsenal, since the last season, now they have scored 23 goals from corner, and this is 8 more than any other club in the top 5 European leagues. This is an amazing stat, but if you're not able to score from open play, or if you have forgotten to score goals from open play, then I think this is a horrible stat to have. It's a good stat to have where you can score from both means. You can score from open plays, and when it is required, you can score from corners as well. But right now, Arsenal don't seem to have the answers when it comes to open play goals, no answers when it comes to creativity, and they are totally relying on scoring from corners or set pieces, and that is shambolic. Now, one of my friends suggested this, and I got this stat from Footmob. And I got this stat from Footmob because there was one special thing that they show which SofaScore rating was not showing, which is a set play XG. And the set play XG, you can see right here that the set play XG for Arsenal was 1.63 to Fulham's nil. And in terms of overall performance, Arsenal did dominate the ball, but they were looking that they had no clue on what to do with the ball. So it was absolutely useless. XG for Arsenal was 1.93, today 0.14. Total shots 2 to 12. Shots on target 2 to 4. Big chances 0 to 4. Chances missed. Arsenal missed 3. They didn't miss anything. They created 1. They scored 1. Accurate passes 525 to their 213. Fouls committed 9 to their 10. Corners, Arsenal took 6, out of which one of them was the goal, and other 5 they were threatening, but it didn't go in. And from open play, Arsenal don't seem to have any answer. In terms of shots, it was again 2 to 12. Shots off target 0 to 8, and block shots, I think these I will leave, I'll not bore you with it. In terms of this is the only stat that I really wanted to show you, where it was a set play XG of Arsenal having 1.63 to their nil. And I think this is what shows that Arsenal are totally dependent upon these things right now, rather than focusing on how to break down the game by scoring the beautiful way that Arsenal used to play. Last season, now if you have to remember, Arsenal scored the maximum goals in the entire Arsenal's Premier League history, where they broke all records and scored 91 goals in a Premier League season, breaking all the previous records. And this season, I don't know what has happened to them. They have lost, or they have forgotten how to even play or break defensive lines and score a goal from open play. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what is causing Arsenal to be not able to break down teams and totally rely on set pieces? Do you think Arsenal should make any changes that would improve this? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's look at the player performances. For me, Raya should have done better for the first goal. Apart from that, there were not much threatening chances that were created by Fulham. They were mostly playing on breaks, and he didn't have to do much apart from maybe collecting a few of the crosses that were coming in. So I think it's fair for him, but I think he should get 6. Thomas Partey, I think he fit in as a right back, so I'll leave him for that. Saliba, he scored a goal. Defensively, he was sound, so I think it's fair for 8.2 for him. Kivior, he should have done better, and he should have been stronger for the Jimenez goal, the first goal that Fulham scored. Timber, I think he was average. He was trying to do things, but nothing was working for him at all. Rice, he was the one who was running all around the pitch, trying to make things happen. And I think maybe he was the best player on the pitch for us, along with Jorginho, who was trying to make sure that he keeps the things ticking. Odegaard, I think he had a horrible performance. He was not able to influence the game at all. He was trying to link up with Saka and Declan Rice on the right side, but it was not helping. Fulham were easily able to counter all the trickery that Arsenal were showing on that side. Saka, I think he was not able to influence as well. Fulham were pretty much able to control his movements and make sure that he doesn't cause or create any threatening chances. Kai Havertz, I really have to say this one. He gets an assist, but I really have to speak about Kai Havertz now. It has been the last couple of games and games before that that he has been an absolute ghost whenever a game starts. He has not been performing when he doesn't link up properly, when he doesn't take the header or control the ball for us in terms of holding the balls and making sure the link up play is formed. Kai Havertz is absolutely useless. His heading ability, I think it's also gone for a toss. He is not helping us in any way or form. If we, again, like I said in the last time, if we have any chance of winning any silverware, let it be Carabao Cup, FA Cup, I think Premier League, you can forget as of now with the kind of performance that they are putting in. If you have chance of winning even a smallest cup that is there, we need to get a striker in and we need to get rid of a lot of players in January. Martinelli, I think I have had enough of him. I think he should be gone. Gabriel Jesus, when he came on, I don't know what he was doing, whether he likes to shoot or not. He was just kept dribbling with the ball with no answers. He was not even able to dribble past one player, but just tiki-taka with the ball and just nonsense. In terms of Mikel Merino, I think we should be giving him a bit more time, but I'm not seeing anything from him that I like. He was brought in as a left-sided midfielder who play at a position 8, but he does not impact the game at all. It is, and I really have to be sorry if I have to say this, but Granit Xhaka was a far better midfielder than Mikel Merino at that left-sided number 8 position. In terms of Nwaneri, I think he's very young. He tried to impact the game, but things were not happening for Arsenal at all. He really tried, but it didn't work out for him. In terms of Trossard, I think when he starts, he's absolutely useless. I think he's best when he is brought on from the bench, and that is where now Arteta should focus that every 60 minutes you bring Trossard down. That is where he plays his best. He started the game and I think he was purely flat. He didn't impact the game at all. With that being said, this was our golden chance to put pressure on Liverpool to make sure that we close the gap. But our horrendous display at Craven Cottage has left us going behind 9 points if Liverpool win their game in hand, which I think is with Everton, so I think they are going to win it. This was the best chance for Arsenal. I don't know what is going on with them. They had the chance where Liverpool had a game called off because of the storm that is there in Liverpool and Everton, and the game was called off, and it was one of the brilliant chance for Arsenal to close that gap and to put that mental pressure that is there on Liverpool. And right now, if you would have seen, Tottenham were 2-0 ahead just inside 15 minutes. Chelsea came back to win that game 4-2. Now that is something that Arsenal should have done. That is something that I want to see from Arsenal. A fight, even though you win it or not, give us a fight that I feel like, okay, they are going for it. Not like you go to Craven Cottage and then get scored in the 11th minute and then you equalize in the 52nd minute and then the game is off. You don't create any good chances after that. You look absolutely flat. Look at Chelsea, the way they are playing. Whenever they attack, they at least go and try to score and then come back, not rotate the ball around the D area of the opposition. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What are your thoughts? What is going wrong with Arsenal? Because absolutely there is something going wrong. This is not the Arsenal that we have been used to see in the past couple of years where Arsenal have been really fluent. But due to some reason or the other, for this season, Arsenal, they don't look creative at all. The goals have dried up, their performance have dipped, and they look absolutely clueless. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about it? And what should Arteta change? Or should we change Arteta at all? Do let me know. That is the video then and there, people. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.